with the shot, you come back, bap. I'm not looking saying, what next, boss? Because that is your job, that's your responsibility. You're the one that's doing the fighting. The reason why you're successful is because you have the talent to get the success. But what's happening there is
enhanced testing, and we were paying for it, and now we're catching people. And I said, if you're using drugs, you're going to get possible to get health insurance for fighters. We've been doing the impossible since 2001, and about 8 months ago.
That doesn't sound like somebody who's disciplined enough to be as legitimate as possible. And
third is that this drug is not detectable in blood, that it's a drug that's detectable in urine.
And they have in a new test, right? The test
is it a new test?
From what I heard too is the USADA, they have a new.
You know why I'm backing around? Because a lot of boxers going at him. When we fought, we made it cool, not saying like, but we made it.
Breaking news shakes the boxing world as it's confirmed that just 2 days before his fight with Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez Jr. failed a drug test. The revelation raises serious concerns about his preparation and integrity, instantly putting him on the back foot. Stevenson, calm and focused, now holds the clear mental advantage while Lopez Jr. faces scrutiny and mounting pressure.
Ostarine.
Devin Haney makes it obvious how reckless and dangerous Teofimo Lopez Jr. has been by failing his drug test just 2 days before facing Shakur Stevenson. This is not just a professional mistake, it's a serious insult to the sport and to Stevenson, who has maintained discipline and focus. Lopez Jr.'s reliance on shortcuts exposes him as unprepared and desperate, while Stevenson's calm and readiness highlights why true champions don't need cheats to dominate.
When a guy is taking in performance enhancement drugs, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the.
Jeff Mayweather points out the sheer embarrassment Teofimo Lopez Jr. has brought to boxing with his failed drug test. A fighter of Stevenson's caliber has done everything right, staying disciplined and focused, and yet now faces the shadow of Lopez Jr.'s recklessness. This isn't just a failed test, it's a direct blow to credibility, leaving fans questioning Lopez Jr.'s integrity while Stevenson emerges as the professional, composed, and ready competitor everyone respects.
I just think it's a bad look for boxing. I mean, no matter who did it, but to be in a fight of this magnitude, and first, I thought he fooled everyone by just playing crazy.
Even Gervonta Davis seems to be scrambling to defend Teofimo Lopez Jr. after the shocking failed test. The speed at which the results came out only emphasizes the gravity of the situation. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, has maintained perfect discipline, showing professionalism both inside and outside the ring. Lopez Jr.'s actions risk tarnishing the sport, while Stevenson's integrity shines brighter, reminding fans why he's considered one of boxing's most respected young stars. This contrast could not be starker.
You see how as soon as why didn't it take 72 hours for the test to come back, right?
Came back after the fight, yeah.
Right. So why ain't come out?
Eddie Hearn's statement highlights the reality facing Teofimo Lopez Jr. with performance-enhancing drugs detected so close to fight night. There's no easy escape from the scrutiny. Shakur Stevenson has done everything by the book, preparing meticulously and proving his dedication to the sport. Lopez Jr. now faces not just potential penalties, but a huge credibility hit. Fans and analysts alike are questioning his judgment, leaving Stevenson as the undisputed example of discipline, focus, and professionalism in modern boxing.
A man who had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Whether, I believe everybody should have the right to protest their innocence. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's guilty until proven innocent. I've been there, right? But one thing we 100% know in this situation.
Sam Jones captures the uncertainty surrounding Teofimo Lopez Jr. perfectly. His character and decision-making are now under intense scrutiny, and fans are questioning whether his PED failure reflects poor judgment or something more serious. In contrast, Shakur Stevenson's reputation remains flawless, reinforcing his image as a disciplined and focused professional. The difference between the two fighters off the ring could prove just as important as their skills inside it. While Stevenson builds respect and fan loyalty, Lopez Jr. risks losing credibility, showing that preparation and integrity are just as vital as punching power in modern boxing.
I don't really know what type of person he is, so I can't give my opinion on how he is as a person. So whether he's doing it for fun or whether he's doing it because he's a maniac, I don't know.
George Kambosos does not mince words, reflecting the frustration of the boxing community over Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s failed test. Such actions undermine the integrity of the sport and damage trust among fighters and fans alike. Shakur Stevenson, meanwhile, continues to stand as the model professional, proving that success without shortcuts earns respect. The contrast couldn't be starker, one fighter preparing meticulously, the other now facing accusations that could derail his career. This is a defining moment where Stevenson's discipline and credibility become a powerful statement against the controversies surrounding Lopez Jr.
When a test goes through and it goes to VADA, it's going to VADA. It ain't going to get mixed up. So he's done this, and if he's cheated, he's a piece of shit.
Jim Lampley's words underline the seriousness of the failed test. VADA's scientific credibility leaves no room for excuses, and Teofimo Lopez Jr. now faces undeniable proof against him. Shakur Stevenson's unwavering professionalism makes him the perfect foil in this scenario, highlighting the stark difference between a disciplined champion and someone whose actions could compromise their career. Fans are now paying close attention not only to the fight, but to the reputations and legacies being shaped outside the ring. Stevenson's discipline and preparation contrast sharply with Lopez Jr.'s recent controversy.
And my basic response is, VADA doesn't lie. VADA's for real. VADA's a legitimate scientific research organization. They have done a great job of helping boxing to clean up performance-enhancing drug policy.
Steven Espinoza highlights how Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s failed drug test has exploded online, creating a frenzy around the fight. While social media buzz may increase attention, it also amplifies scrutiny and criticism. Shakur Stevenson remains unaffected by the chaos, his focus and preparation standing in sharp contrast to Lopez Jr.'s recent controversies. Fans are seeing the difference between a disciplined athlete and one whose actions invite doubt. Stevenson's calm and professional approach enhances his image and credibility, while Lopez Jr. now faces not only regulatory consequences, but also a social media storm he cannot control.
It's sort of like social media is going, absolutely crazy. And usually that does correlate to big pay-per-view, but not always, because there are a lot of times where people are just talking about craziness around a fight.
Gareth A. Davies makes it clear just how serious Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s situation is. Osterin is a banned substance for a reason, offering unfair advantages and threatening the sport's integrity. Shakur Stevenson, by staying clean, demonstrates that elite performance comes through skill, discipline, and dedication, not shortcuts. This failed test damages Lopez Jr.'s credibility and adds fuel to the debate about his legitimacy as a contender. Fans and experts alike now question whether he can compete on equal terms, making Stevenson the undisputed example of professionalism and focus in boxing.
If you've got it in your system, it's in there. Osterin has been banned on the World Anti-Doping Agency list, Andy, since 2008. It's a very serious drug. It creates lean muscle mass in the youth.
Johnny Nelson hits the nail on the head. Performance-enhancing drugs do not create champions. Teofimo Lopez Jr. may have had substances in his system, but it does nothing to elevate his technical skill or boxing IQ, areas where Shakur Stevenson excels naturally. Stevenson's preparation, precision, and in-ring intelligence have always been his strengths, proving that discipline and talent outweigh any shortcuts. Lopez Jr.'s failed test undermines his credibility and questions whether he can rely on pure skill when facing a fighter of Stevenson's caliber. Fans are reminded that true greatness comes from hard work, focus, and mental toughness, traits that Stevenson embodies fully while Lopez Jr. struggles to justify his actions.
In a 2-minute interview, I always say, it don't matter what drugs you take, it doesn't make you a better fighter. It might make you stronger, it might make you fit, it doesn't make you a better fighter. That's proof. So until more news comes out.
Eddie Hearn's update shows how chaotic the situation around Teofimo Lopez Jr. has become, with regulatory bodies now stepping in to investigate. Stevenson remains unshaken, the picture of professionalism, unaffected by the drama that surrounds his opponent. Lopez Jr.'s failed test not only disrupts the lead-up to the fight, but also raises serious questions about his reliability and focus. Meanwhile, Stevenson's calm and disciplined approach highlights his mental superiority, showing fans that he can maintain peak preparation even when distractions mount. This scenario demonstrates how experience, preparation, and focus define true champions, making Stevenson the fighter to watch while Lopez Jr. scrambles to manage the fallout from his own mistakes.
Obviously, at the moment, the British Boxing Board of Control aren't. So we have to speak with them, deal with the legal situation and see where it lands. And this is quite fresh. Obviously, I don't even think it's 30 minutes. I think it's more like 10 or 15 minutes since that. And, we'll see what role.
Ade Oladipo's comment captures the disbelief surrounding Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s situation. Fans and analysts are torn between giving him the benefit of the doubt and acknowledging the undeniable proof of failure. Regardless, Stevenson's position remains untarnished. His preparation, integrity, and clean record elevate him above the controversy. Lopez Jr.'s predicament underscores the risks of questionable decisions outside the ring, demonstrating how quickly public opinion and credibility can be damaged. Stevenson benefits from this contrast, as his professionalism and focus shine even brighter against the chaos. The situation is a reminder that talent alone does not define a champion. Discipline, accountability, and mental fortitude are equally, if not more, important in cementing a fighter's legacy.
If it's somehow in his system from other means, I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild. Honestly, this is wild.
Adam Smith's reaction highlights just how shocking and damaging this revelation is for Teofimo Lopez Jr. Failing a cocaine test so close to a fight not only puts his career at risk, but also throws doubt on his professionalism and commitment. Stevenson, in stark contrast, remains a disciplined model, showing fans what preparation and consistency look like. Lopez Jr. now has to contend with public scrutiny, regulatory consequences, and the psychological toll of controversy, while Stevenson benefits from being seen as the calm, prepared, and untouchable athlete. This situation reinforces the divide between a disciplined champion and a fighter whose mistakes off the ring could very well impact his performance in it. Stevenson's aura of control and readiness only grows stronger.
Eddie said to me yesterday it's 60-40, so we don't know. I don't know if that is the case and he's failed a sample for cocaine. That's really surprising, massively surprising.
The stage is set and the boxing world is watching every move as Shakur Stevenson prepares to step into the ring with Teofimo Lopez Jr., whose failed drug test has thrown his reputation into chaos and cast serious doubt over his readiness and integrity. Stevenson remains calm, disciplined, and focused, embodying everything a champion should be, while Lopez Jr. scrambles to defend himself against mounting criticism and legal scrutiny. This fight is no longer just about skill inside the ring, it is a battle of mental strength, preparation, and character. If Stevenson wins, it will not only be a statement of dominance but also a reminder that true greatness comes from hard work, focus, and clean preparation, proving that discipline always triumphs over shortcuts. If Lopez Jr. somehow shocks the world despite these setbacks, it would be a testament to his raw talent and resilience. But the road to redemption is steep and littered with questions about his professionalism and focus. Fans are witnessing a pivotal moment in boxing history, and the debate is raging. Who will rise above the chaos and prove themselves the true champion? Comment below and let us know whose side you are on and what you think will happen in this epic showdown.